Evening, everyone. We certainly are so happy to be here at the Boones Creek Historic Trust Opry. Vicki and I have known each other just a few years, but we're just really happy to partner with her, the Tennessee Department of Tourism, and the Boones Creek Opry to host our first ever qualifying round. So, let me tell you a little bit about how this got started. And before I go any further, or is everybody in this audience from Johnson City or in the region? In the region? Well, you know what? We want to welcome you to our home. It's a place that we love, that has so many great amenities to offer, both from an education standpoint, from tourism standpoint, from outdoor recreation, and we just feel very, very proud to get to call it home. So, the Tennessee Songwriters event was created several years ago from a former commissioner of tourism. Tonight, there will be 3 winners in this qualifying round that will go on to the regional showcase that'll be held on February the 22nd at the iconic Down Home. So, the part of how this got started is, oftentimes the people up on the stage singing the songs are always the ones who get all the credit and the glory for the beautiful songs that songwriters write. So, the Tennessee Songwriters Week is a statewide celebration that puts Tennessee on the map through the Department of Tourism. So it's actually, the Senate and the House voted to create this week to really pay homage to the songwriters, to the industry, to give them the credit that they actually deserve. So we want to thank you. We want to thank our contestants this evening for helping to continue that legacy that we have started since 1928 at the original Johnson City Sessions. So I'm happy for you to be here this evening. And one housekeeping thing is, if you have your cell phones, please be sure you have them on vibrate. So it's my pleasure now to also introduce to you a woman who really needs no introduction here at the Boones Creek Opry, Vicki Shell.
For those that don't know it, we have one of the best convention and visitor bureaus in the state of Tennessee. I've worked with Brenda, I'm not going to say how many years, Brenda, we're not going to talk about that. It's been a minute. And we've seen it all, but this is a culmination really to both our careers, to have such as this here in our area. I hope a winner comes from the Eastern Grand Division of the state. 265 years ago, the first settler came to Boones Creek, okay, and that's the first community in the state of Tennessee. Wasn't Jonesboro. Jonesboro incorporated as a town just a little later. Boones Creek was the first community. We had the first everything. Captain William Bean was that settler's name. So, in 1986, Governor Lamar Alexander said, let's have Homecoming 86. Remember that? Well, thank you, Brenda. A couple of us remember it. His commission to the state was for each city, each town, each community to come up with a way to celebrate Tennessee. And some of the ladies on Boones Creek decided we'd have a Boones Creek Historical Trust. And what happened after that when we announced that they were doing, people started bringing us treasures out of their attics and their basements, and then all of a sudden we just had all this stuff. I mean, treasures. It just kept pouring in. Well, the Boones Creek Christian Church up here let us store it in their basement for 30 years. All that stuff for free. And we kept saying, we got to have a museum. We got to put all these treasures somewhere. We can't throw them. We got to have a museum. Got to have a museum. So, which was a scary concept because museums struggle. You know yourself, you go to a museum one time, you don't go back a lot till company comes or something, So it said, how are we going to get people to keep coming back? And then we thought of music. That's how this place was born. It was born out of a desire to share our history. So every Saturday night at 6 o'clock before the Opry starts, we have a history moment. and we get up and share a little tidbit. We force feed you the history. And then we do the music. And God bless y'all songwriters. God bless y'all. Bless your hearts for being the songwriters and the poets and on the spokespeople for our generation. I think songwriters have a special heart, a special place. It's a special talent. We have a museum up here in the house. It's just a micro museum. It's the history of the world in one room. You go up here to the house and go into the museum. We'd love for you to tour it. We also have a theater where we show a movie about Boones Creek. We have a documentary film it's for sale over here, Voices of Boones Creek. It's the history of Boones Creek told by the descendants. We also have a book where you can tour Boones Creek and hear all the recipes and stories from the different families. We are sitting on the grounds of a 56-acre tract of land that the city of Johnson City purchased to turn into a nature park, okay? So 54 acres of this is going to be a nature park that will include an amphitheater. It's not going to be a bunch of buildings, just be a pavilion, amphitheater, bathrooms. They deeded us, free and clear, 2 acres with the historic home and space to build this place. So that took years. That took years. At any rate, we are busting at the seams. There's standing room only here on Saturday nights, and that's been pretty consistent. So we're going to expand. We're going to build a 300-seat Opry behind this one. And then the Opry, the amphitheater that the city's going to build will be beyond that. So ultimately, we'll end up with 3 stages, separate stages where we can host festivals. So if one of these grants will come in, you'll see that start to happen here, hopefully in the next little bit. The bathrooms are in the house. Okay, we didn't build any down here because we don't have sewer out here from the city yet, but it's coming. So if you follow the green carpet, go up the driveway, follow the green carpet into the house, it'll take you right to the bathrooms, okay? Let's see. Yes. Thanks to Sean and Jason, who are running our sound. They do a terrific job every weekend. We have 3 really, I'm so pleased with this panel of judges. I'm just so pleased. Let's start with Melissa Powers. So you stand up, Melissa. Let us see your pretty little self back there. Let's look at there. There she is. Melissa is the choral director for Daniel Boone High School. She directs all the choirs. She teaches the advanced placement theory, and she's the pianist for Milligan. She's an extraordinary musician, and we're pleased to have you, Melissa. Thank you. David, you want to stand up? David Frost. He's the music director of worship at the Gray Methodist Church. And I'll have to say, I've never worked with a more talented music director than David Frost. He's fabulous. And our third, thank you. And our third judge is another Melissa, Melissa Evans. Melissa, right now, listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. She has the #1 song on the gospel charts right now. She is an award-winning Southern gospel singer and songwriter. The song is called Grandma's Prayer. Look on the gospel chart. She's #1. And Melissa, we want you to come back and do a show for us one Saturday night. Yeah. All righty. Turn it back over to you, Brenda.
One other quick thing. I would be totally remiss if I didn't thank the 2 people from Visit Johnson City who have done all the work to make this happen. Ashley Cavender. Ashley. Alec Castro. And I also want to thank our official photographer this evening, J.T. McSpadden from the city of Johnson City. So let's get a winner that's going to go all the way to the Bluebird Cafe.
Thank you. Okay, so you can go ahead and get on up there if you want. So I am Ashley Cavender, and I'll be introducing the first set of our songwriters. So I would love to introduce David Scanlon. He'll be performing "Keeps Getting Better." He is a father, chemical engineer, and a singer-songwriter-producer from Gray, Tennessee. He currently plays drums for Trevor Mead and the State Lines, and serves in music ministry at his church in Johnson City. Welcome to the Boones Creek Opry stage, David.
She wakes up early, cries at the door. Mom grabs a diaper out from the drawer. Saturday starts differently than before, but I think it's better. Breakfast of champions, smoothies and eggs. Mom's a good cook and we eat what she makes. The healthier it is, the longer it takes, but I think it's better. Starting a family will change your whole life when everything hits at the speed of light. But if I've learned anything, it just might have to be that it keeps getting better. Go through the list as we load up the car. It feels like a road trip no matter how far. This time it's strawberries picked at the farm, and I like this better. Yeah, the windows are down with our hands in the breeze. Sunshine, it feels like 100 degrees. She's back there laughing, who knows what she sees? Well, I like this better. 'Cause starting a family will change your whole life when everything hits at the speed of light. But if I've learned anything, it just might have to be that it keeps getting better. When we get home and head inside, she's in the car seat with a smile, patiently waiting for the next fun thing. Bedtime is always a special routine. They take a bath and I get to sing and tell them they're mine, and they always will be, and I like this better. Yeah, I like this better. Because starting a family will change your whole life when everything hits at the speed of light. Everything's different, but it's alright, 'cause you see, it just keeps getting better. Thank you.
Okay, so that was amazing. I'm probably going to say that after every single one of them. But up next is Jennifer Alvarado, and she will be performing Catfish. She is an international recording artist from Vail, North Carolina. She's been recognized locally for her songwriting and was named One to Watch by Nashville Songwriters Association in spring of 2021 and spring of 2022, amongst many other awards. Welcome to the Boones Creek Opry stage, Jennifer.
Hi, y'all. You're painting pretty pictures and walking in your dirty boots. Well, anyway it twists, I'll still be the one to lose. Don't you get tired of lying? Do you even remember your name? Well, karma has a way of finding you when you get in your way. You're acting like a catfish, making me think you're something that you're clearly not. Using all of your tricks, trying to take a bait in your little pond. But you're nothing but a troll, pulling your lines, breaking unsuspecting hearts. So if you think we're going fishing in the dark, you've been catfished. Well, you probably gotta keep a list of all the things you say. And soon those alibis are gonna come back to play. Well, don't you get tired of lying? Aren't you scared of being alone? The truth always comes out of hiding, even when you think it won't. And you're nothing but a catfish, making me think you're something that you're clearly not. Using all of your tricks, hoping I'll take the bait in the little pond. But you're nothing but a troll, pulling your lines, breaking unsuspecting hearts. So if you think we're going fishing in the dark, you've been catfished. Hey, you've been catfished. And you're twisting all these lines, thinking that we've won this game. But you're about to see it's you that's been played. Nothing but a catfish, making me think you're something that you're clearly not. Using all of your tricks, hoping I'll take the bait in your little pond. But you're nothing but a troll, pulling your lines, breaking unsuspecting hearts. So if you think we're going fishing in the dark, you're nothing but a catfish, making me think you're something that you're clearly not. Using all of your tricks, hoping I'll take the bait in your little pond. But you're nothing but a troll, pulling your lines, breaking unsuspecting hearts. So if you think we're going fishing in the dark, you better go and tell that no good cheating heart that it's been catfished. Oh, you're nothing but a catfish.
Okay. Sandra Lambert is coming on up to the stage. We'll be performing Hell Would Be Heaven with accompanist Dan Klug. She grew up in Claxton, Tennessee, and now lives with her husband in Unicoi. She's a member of the Knoxville Songwriters Association and plays and sings at the local community events with her husband, daughter, and son-in-law in a small band they've named the Butternuts. Welcome to the Boones Creek Opry stage, Sandra.
And my husband encouraged me to enter this song in the contest on one condition, that I point out it's not about him. We'll be married 34 years this year. And you don't live this long without hearing about or knowing about some difficult relationships with either friends, family, acquaintances. This is Hell Would Be Heaven. Oops. I gave you my heart. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Yes. I gave you my heart. Now I feel blue. I really thought I was in love with you, but you're never happy with all that I do. And now I find out that you've never been true. Hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven next to living with you. Hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven next to living with you. I walk out that door, say my final goodbye. I'm to the point I can't even cry. There'll be more grieving that I'll have to do, but don't think for 1 minute I'll be missing you. Hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven next to living with you. Hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven next to living with you. You'll find your next victim, she'll come to your rescue. You'll claim I was crazy, she will believe you. You'll be convincing while casting your spell. But give it time, she'll be headed for hell. 'Cause hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven next to living with you. Hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven next to living with you. Hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven next to living with you. Hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven, hell would be heaven next to living with you. Thank you.
All right, Heather Roop will be performing Walking Circles. She was born and raised in the tippy-top corner of Upper East Tennessee. She grew up singing hymns in a tiny country church. At 14, she picked up the guitar and taught herself the basics. An artsy type of person, she likes to knit and crochet, draw, and paint. Welcome to the Boones Creek Opry stage, Heather.
Alrighty. Thank you. if I could break out of the loop, dance and cut short by the onslaught of the blues. If I wasn't stuck, what would I be? Besides the only sometimes being me. And their fenced-in gaze, oh how it burns, and leaving my hiding place, oh how it hurts, and I am very where I'm to blame, and I am very where I'm to blame.
All right. Bill Barnes will be performing Thank You for Keeping Me Safe with accompanist Banjo, the sheepdog. He lives in Johnson City, Tennessee with his wife, Dawn, and Banjo. He was raised on an 80-acre farm in the rural hills and woods of southern Illinois. He enjoys writing, singing, and playing bluegrass, folk, country, and gospel music. Welcome to the Boones Creek Opry stage, Bill and Banjo.
Well, it's nice to have a mic adjusted right. Sometimes they get them a little low and you're being over them rascals. And everybody's wondering if you're trying to kiss your wife, and your wife's wondering if you're trying to kiss somebody else. I got up early one morning and I wrote this song. And I went to date it, and it was Veterans Day 2015. Hope y'all enjoy it. I was born in 70, raised through the Vietnam thinking, a war where young men went to fight, and many they gave their lives. I was taught to have respect for the ones who served and gave their best. How the cost of freedom here costs so many over there. I want to say thank you for keeping me safe. When I was just a baby, I didn't know just what to think. Thank you for the sacrifice you gave, so I could grow up free and safe here in the USA. My brothers and I, we each signed up in our senior year of life. We wanted to serve this country that we love so much. My service time is passed on to another soldier to do his due, responding to our nation's call like the ones did in Vietnam. I want to say thank you for keeping me safe. When I was just a baby, I didn't know just what to think. Thank you for the sacrifice you gave, so I could grow up free and safe here in the USA. soldiers from Vietnam. They have taught me to survive through the stories of their lives. I have fought my own battles. I've seen 50 years of wars, but I still recall the soldiers, my heroes from Vietnam. I want to say thank you for keeping me safe. When I was just a baby, I didn't know just what to think. Thank you for the sacrifice you gave so I could grow up free and safe here in the USA. Thank you for your service there and my freedom here today. Thank you all.
Okay, Dan Curry will be performing Find Your Road and Go with accompanist Mark Collins. He is a singer-songwriter out of Lebanon, Virginia. Dan's charismatic showmanship along with strong writing skills makes his concerts impactful and unforgettable. His music will leave you uplifted and filled with hope. Fun is one of the best words to describe Dan and his music. Welcome to the Boones Creek Opry stage, Dan.
Is this good? Perfect. All right. I'll take just a minute to tell you a little bit about the song as Marcus gets his guitar out there. His battle axe, we like to call it. But yeah, the song is called Find Your Road and Go. And I don't know if you're chasing a dream out there. A lot of people are. I got a bunch of dreams that I have, and didn't know that you guys would be kind of part of that, but I'm so excited to be here. And this song is one of those that we wrote that I guess depicts like when you're really looking for something, you find that something and you hold on to it. And so that's what this song is about. We're going to sing it for you as soon as Marcus is ready. Find your road and go. Let faith take control. Put your dream in motion. Hope will keep you rolling. Find your road and go. We all got a hometown. We all got some roots. Wishing stars, listening to the beat we want to do. Jump into the front seat of whatever's calling you. Your heart will do the driving, your fire will be the fuel. Find your road and go. Let faith take control. Put your dream in motion. Hope will keep you rolling.
find your road and go. You could be a teacher, or you could preach the word. You could be the one who helps to find the cure. You could fight for freedom, help people find their way, or play your granddad's fiddle on the opera stage. Come on, find your road and go. Let fate take control. Put your dream in motion, hope to keep you rolling. Find your road and go. Marcus Collins. Well, find your road and go. Let fate take control. Put your dream in motion, hope will keep you rolling. Find your road and go. Find your road and go. Let fate take control. Put your dream in motion, hope will keep you rolling. Find your road and go. 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 We all got a hometown, we all got some roots. Wishing stars, listening to the beat we wanna do. Find your road and go. Find your road and go. Find your road and go.
All right. So we will have TC Sequin. Did I pronounce that correctly? Will be performing Chilling Out in Paradise with accompanyists Greg Harrison and Clark Parker. TC was born in Monterey, California in 2000. Greg and TC ended up in the same praise band at church. After a few weeks, they got together and wrote their first original song. Their band name is Simple Times. Welcome to the Boones Creek Opry stage, TC and accompanists. And then we will have an intermission after this band. 10 minutes. 10-minute intermission.
Yep, that's good. I think so. We'll see. You ready? Hit it.
Blowing through my window, sun is rising to warm my pillow. I can smell the salty air rolling off the sea. Waves are crashing on the sand, that perfect
Friday is close at hand. It's time to wax my board and head down to the beach. There's no clocks on the wall to tell me there's some place I gotta be. No phones to wake me up when I go to sleep. Got my own chair at the tiki bar where the beer is always on ice. Just another day chilling out in paradise. Sometime in the afternoon, it's time to kick back and take a snooze, 'cause I can hear the hammer calling out to me.
Hey dude, come chill a spell.
I kick my flip-flops to the ground and lay my head back to the sounds of crashing waves and palm trees in the breeze. There's no clocks on the wall to tell me there's some place I gotta be. No phones to wake me up when I go to sleep. Got my own chair at the tiki bar where the beer is always on ice. Just another day chilling out in paradise. Sun is setting out on the horizon. The colors of the sky are mesmerizing. The moonlight is dancing on the sea. There's no place else that I'd rather be. No clocks on the wall to tell me there's some place I gotta be. No phones to wake me up when I go to sleep. Got my own chair at the tiki bar where the beer is always on ice. It's just another day chilling out in paradise. It's time to catch a wave, chilling out in paradise. I'm in my cozy hideaway, chilling out in paradise. Well, I'm sitting here watching the clouds roll by. There's nothing better than chilling out in paradise.
Okay, everyone, don't go far. 10 minutes till Act 2. Thank you. 2-minute warning for Act 2, 2 minutes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Tennessee Songwriters Johnson City Qualifying Round, Act 2. As a reminder, I hope you'll join us on February 22nd at 7:30 at the Down Home for the regional qualifying round. 3 of today's songwriters will be at that regional showcase, joining regional qualifiers from 4 other qualifying rounds in Northeast Tennessee. And 1 songwriter will be chosen from this region to go to the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville in March. So definitely follow that journey and continue watching these songwriters' career develop. And so Act 2, we're going to do 6 songwriters in this act. Then our judges will deliberate and we'll announce the 3 qualifying winners from this round afterwards. But to begin this act, Travis Wright will be performing Somebody to Love with his accompanists Gil Patterson and Mitch McConnell. He is from Johnson City, Tennessee. He works as a technical manager, overseeing quality engineering and process validations for Team Technologies. He claims to not be a professional musician, but enjoys playing guitar and attempting to write songs. Welcome to the Boone Creek stage, Travis.
Hey guys, how you doing? So I'm by no means a professional musician, but I do perform for my wife and my little girl pretty regularly, so this is for them. All right, we go. She said, boy, where you been this time? I'm out chasing stars, but just don't shine. She said, here's a ticket for the ride. Hold on tight and you'll do just fine, but don't get caught with the light in your eyes. It's gonna go your way. It's gonna be a better day. It's gonna go your way when you find somebody to love. said you about let the bitter taste in my mouth. Bitter won't go away, like falling down in the rain. She said, boy, just look at you. Don't just say that what you're gonna do. You play the game, and you play it pretty well. It's gonna go your way. It's gonna be a better day. It's gonna go your way when you find somebody to love. She said, boy, it's my time now, so won't you come on down? It ain't easy, but I need you to wear the crown. It's gonna go your way. It's gonna be a better day. It's gonna go your way when you find somebody to love. When you find somebody to love. There you go.
Thank you, Travis. And correction, that was Jake Bolin. There was a last-minute change of accompanist, but definitely wanted to recognize him appropriately. Up next to the stage is Matt Bird, and he'll be performing Papa and Me. He is an East Tennessee native from the small town of Rutledge. His journey toward a career in music started in 2020 when he released his first 2 singles and has only grown since forming the Matt Bird Band in late 2021. With a deep passion for songwriting and a refusal to quit, Matt plans to climb his way up in the music industry and fully realize his goals alongside other great musicians. And please again, welcome to the stage, Matt.
Just a tad. Is it this one? By myself. Thank you. Windows down, radio up, hands riding the wind like kids on pub, wishing we never had to go back home. Stopped off quick for a drink and a snack, and then he says to me, let's hit the road, Jack. I got brave and asked if I could drive. 12 years old, 4 years more, like I hit the road like never before. But he tossed the keys and told me to take the wheel. Breaking gear and then we hit the road. These memories in my heart just can't be sold. 'Cause when we drive, there's nothing that compares to the ride. And that messy wind blowing, that 2-door 3-seat F-150 feels free to have on me. Four years later, 16 years old, I grabbed my keys and I hit the road. I called Pat and asked, would you want to go? Cruising down Jackson, doing 35, got nowhere to be, and that's alright. Taking our time, just wasting the day away. Papa said I ain't been drove in years, and there's nowhere that I'd rather be than here. 'Cause when we drive, there's nothing that compares to the ride. That messy wind blowing, that old white long bed F-150 feels free Have on me. Have on me. I was headed back from seeing Papa. Told him he had made it through the long haul. He fought until the day he couldn't no more. I loved him and knew he loved me. Walking back to the truck, I could hardly breathe. Swear I saw my Papa in there waiting for me. Breaking gear and I'm flying down 92. Begging and praying, Papa, I still need you. 'Cause when I drive, nobody else is there, I can't help but cry. Miss your messy wind blown air. This old road running 150 still feels free. When we drive, there's nothing that compares to the ride. That messy wind blown air, that beat up cheap paint F-150 feels free. To have on me, have on me. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Okay, up next is Jacob Perney. He'll be performing The Comedian. He's a singer-songwriter hailing from the town of Jonesboro, Tennessee. Emotive and visceral, he blends his influences of alternative country, gospel, and acoustic music with stories and situations of the modern world. He expresses the emotions and struggles of young Appalachians in his organic approach to songwriting. Please welcome to the stage, Jacob.
All right. Here we go. It's all a joke, every last word, every lie that driver slurred. How can you give a drunkard grace when they have to close the lid to hide her face? Body was broken and warped like the steel, hit by a drunk behind the wheel. Little girls don't deserve the ground. The wrong soul's buried 6 feet down. Pastor offered his words of peace, same ones he quotes for everybody. I tried not to cry at the verse he read. There's no words that could raise the dead. But I stayed silent in a reverent calm. Listen to the cries of a grieving mom. While he's still out there walking around. Don't it make you wanna laugh out loud? Don't it make you wanna laugh out loud? Who's a comedian in God's control? 'Cause lately life is one sick joke. Laugh out loud and crack a grin. Everything's funny when nothing is. Everything's funny
nothing is. All these candlelight vigils, painted parking spots, full of empty prayers and emptier thoughts. They're all here for the talk of the town, just showing support so they can sleep sound. When they're selling t-shirts at football games, $30 a shirt to bear her name. There's no shame when their profit counts. Don't it make you wanna laugh out loud? Yeah, don't it make you wanna laugh out loud? Who's a comedian in God's control? 'Cause lately life is one sick joke. Laugh out loud and crack a grin. Everything's funny when nothing is. Yeah, everything's funny when nothing I was a lead-foot heathen till I got caught with the red and blue lights of the county cop. It's been a week since she lost her life. He said, I'd hate to lose another to the way you drive. Yeah, I'd hate to lose another to the way you drive.
Thank you, Jacob. Up next is Sam Dalton, and he'll be performing Cloudland. He is a retired school teacher. He also has been a church youth pastor, social worker, and daycare director. He's currently the stage manager for the Johnson City Symphony Orchestra and part of the trio Nowhere Valley. Music has always been more or less a hobby, which has always been a great source of pleasure for him. Please welcome to the Boones Creek Opry stage, Sam.
And it's my literacy campaign. We want people to know we can read them. This song's called Cloudland, or I call it Cloudland, actually, sometimes. How many of you know about the Cloudland Hotel that used to be on Roan Mountain? Some of you. That's one thing I like when I go, people say, I never heard of that before. So, like Boones Creek Opry, I like to teach you a little history, too. The Cloudland Hotel was built by General Wilder after the Civil War up on the top of Roan Mountain. And a lot of rich people came there, and the local people would kind of wait on them, and I think they felt like probably kind of uppity, I guess, a little bit, and they felt like those people had their heads literally and figuratively in the clouds all the time, I think. And one thing that this song will mention here, I do it in a waltz here because you'll see why, but they had a dance floor, and you could dance all the way from Tennessee to North Carolina. And so that's what the song tells about that, too. It's called Cloudland. In 1877, just after our country's horrendous divide, in a place that most folks would probably call heaven, General John T. Wilder came to reside. And he built a hotel up on top of Roan Mountain, where the air was cool in the hot summertime. And the people came flowing just like a big fountain to rest and play on that mountain sublime. The rich and the royal, they would dance and they'd sing. General Wilder would wine and dine you, never thinking that life's such a delicate thing. They danced from Tennessee to North Carolina. The hack line don't run no more up on Roan Mountain. It's quiet where the laughter and music once played. But the spirits still dance on the winds on that mountain. That's all that's left of the dreams that they made. They ain't dancing no more high up on Roan Mountain, except the wind dancing through the cold bare trees. The cloudland's long gone, just a few stones left standing. The ghost of the past dance away on the breeze. The rich and the royal, they would dance and they'd sing. General Wilder would wine and dine ya, never thinking that life's such a delicate thing. They dance from Tennessee to North Carolina. Yeah, the rich and the royal, they would dance and they'd sing. General Wilder would wine and dine ya, never thinking that life's such a delicate thing. They dance from Tennessee. Yeah, they dance from Tennessee. Oh, they dance from Tennessee to North Carolina.
Thank you, Sam. Up next is John Kinsey, who'll be performing "Oh Virginia." Oh, and you're right here. There you go. Make some space for him. And his accompanist, Charlie. He was born and raised in upstate New York. He served in the military for 6 years. He has a long history in music, but entertained at many nursing homes and the like to hopefully bring a little sunshine into others' lives. He loves to see people clap their hands or tap their feet and even sing. Please welcome to the Boones Creek Opry stage, John.
No, I'm not plugging in. Okay. I might plug out. Am I dreaming? You took my hand and held me close to you. My heart melted as your body trembled. Oh, Virginia, I'm so happy I met you. I never dreamed I'd find another lover, 'cause I've been burned so many times before. Are you erasing my doubts about all women? Have you opened up my door of love once more? This is no dream, and you're so real, Virginia. Make love with me and never set me free. Am I falling in love with you, darling? And are you falling in love with me? We can share our lives and love together. Will you be honest, respectful, and be true? Can you say yes to these three things, my darling? If you can, I will do the same for you. This is no dream, and you're so true, Virginia. You're so true, it's hard for me to believe. I have fallen in love with you, darling, and I know now that you've fallen in love with me. Am I dreaming, or are you real, Virginia? You took my hand and held me close to you. My heart melted as your body trembled. Oh, Virginia, I'm so happy I found you. Oh, Virginia, I'm so happy I found you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, John. So last but certainly not least, let me give you some space again. Go on. Oh, doggy. Is J.C. Radford, and he'll be performing Mountain Church. And do you have an accompanist today? Okay. Great. Oh, that's what that says. I'm glad you said it. He's lived in Kingsport for the past 19 years, but is a native from Roanoke, Virginia. Now retired, he has been writing and singing in various bands for over 40 years. He enjoys playing the upright and electric bass, singing, songwriting, and cooking in his free time. And before leaving you to let JC do his thing, after this performance, the judges will deliberate for about 10 minutes to choose the 3 qualifiers that will move to the regional showcase at the end of this month. I encourage you to please stay in your seat. It will not be long, and then we'll come back up and do the whole shebang. Okay, there you go. See you soon.
Well, has everybody enjoyed the Songwriters so far? I love lots of good songs. I write a lot of story songs. This is a true story song about a church I went to as a child, and pretty much everybody can relate to that because I'm sure somebody has went to a mountain church before. And that's the name of it. Guitar Floyd going to kick it off for me. There's a country church up on that mountain, oh, that means so much to me, where the Sundays were filled with singing all my friends and family, where the word of God it was spoken as we knelt together there. No place seemed as special as that little old house of prayer. And they all sung, shall we gather at the river? Oh, how sweet the sound. There's power in the blood at that little white church. I once was lost, now I'm found. Guitar floor. Well, that country church up on that mountain, oh, it's still right there today. Though the roof is old and it's leaking, in that churchyard is where my mama lays. Her days here of life, they're over. Yes, her race, it is run, but I can still see her smiling as she sung to me her song. Everybody sing. Shall we gather at the river? Oh, how sweet the sound. There's power in the blood at that little white church. I once was lost, now I'm found. Yes, there's power in the blood in that little white church. I once was lost, now I'm found.
Okay, everyone, just give us a brief moment to deliberate. Thank you. And feel free to talk to make some noise. do photos afterwards. We're just gonna let them stand up. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Can you put it on 1 second? On what? Oh. Hey everyone, give us 1 more minute, and please gather and put in your seats, and we'll announce the winner soon. Okay, everyone. First of all, we'd like to thank you all so much for being here. The audience, all 13 songwriters, the Boones Creek Historical Trust, who partnered with Visit Johnson City, us, to put on this qualifying round today. And thank you to our judges and Vicky Schell from the Boones Creek Opry, of course. The judges had great comments, and it was stiff competition, let me tell you all. So please be proud of yourselves, and I encourage you all to continue your journeys and your musicianships and your professionalism. And that is all. Was I supposed to say anything else? Are you sure? Oh, the photos, yes. I was like, I'm missing something. So we're going to try this in this very small space, because we definitely want photographs of the songwriters in particular, and our judges and all of our partners. General audience, if you will please stay in the back of the house or go outside so we have as much space as possible to take photos. But we appreciate you, and please come back next year. But songwriters, if you will stay in your seats after this announcement, and then we're gonna cattle you all together. We're gonna try to do some group photos, qualifiers with judges, people, partners, we'll try. Stop, I'm making anticipation, so they appreciate it. They're fine. Anywho, if your name is called, if you will please stand up and be recognized. And then that's it. And now Ashley's gonna announce who won, because she's impatient.
Okay, our first person is Jacob Perney. Dan Curry. And Matt Bird. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much.
And please come to the regional showcase round at the Down Home in downtown Johnson City at 7:30 to see these 3 qualifying round winners amongst the other regional winners and see them compete, and one will be chosen to go to Nashville. So please come back today or whenever that is. Bye.